Hi, I'm Jake, and we're out here at the Pyramid Vineyard on, geez, what is this? The 5th of June, I think? Somewhere in there. Anyway, it's the middle of the really intense growing season for the vines. And we grafted these vines this last spring to, this is Cabernet Sauvignon, old mature vine on my left, planted in, I'm gonna guess, 1996 or 1997. This is that same vine after we cut it off, stripped the bark, and grafted it to Petit Verdot. So grafting is a really mysterious process, and I mean it's actually very simple, but the reasons that it works are strange and hard to understand. So we'll post the old grafting video and you can look at what we're doing, and then we had another video where the vines were just starting to grow, and then you can see them the way they look right now. That's Franny in the background. Say hi. So,
hi.
All right. So one of the things that people want to know is, what do you do when one of the buds doesn't take? Well, here you can see that we put in a bud and nothing happened at all. And sometimes that's going to occur. One of the reasons you want to do 2 buds on each vine is so that if one doesn't take, very seldom, unless you really screw something up, will they both fail to take. So on this side, this didn't take and this did. And you can see that it's not very grown out. Well, what we're going to do here is we're just going to take this growth, the healthy growth from the right side, and take that up to the wire and then train that out on both sides, and it will become these cordons that you see here, okay? So, no big deal. And here's B. Say hi, B.
Hi.
All right, so on this one you can see, take a close look there, and you can see again that one of those buds took and one of them didn't. And you can see that we just took the healthy growth all the way up and put it onto the wire. So here you can see that the buds took well on both sides, and we just trained them up and put them on the wire, and we cross them like this. Sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. It depends who's doing the work, but Cabernet Sauvignon has a tendency to not have any growth right in the middle of the cordon. It'll leave the middle of the cordon empty and grow at the high, and it wants to grow a lot at the high spots. So you try to fool the vine by putting these curves in it and trying to force growth out of these curves, rather than just putting the 2 vines out like that, and then you get your high spots in the middle and the low spots in the middle, and the high spots in the middle of the cordon and the low spots right over the top of the head, and you won't get any fruit here. So this is an attempt not to do something cute, but to have more even distribution of fruit. All right, so this is the last thing I'll talk about, and then we'll stop. So here, this gives you a good idea of what this looks like before somebody's come in and cleaned it up at all, right? So this is stuff that took in the first year that we did this, and then this is the growth that came out of that the year after that. Anything that's below this wire here, we don't want, right? So we'll choose something here, and then we'll just take off the rest. So all this is just going to go, right? And in a year, you know, in the vine's first year like this, you really don't want a whole lot there. Take this off too. It's a mistake to overcrop the vines ever, and the smaller they are, the less you want to leave on them. Anyway, I'll leave like that for the time being. So as you can see, if you look out at this hillside, where once there were little barren stumps with buds grafted onto them, now there's something that's starting to look like a vineyard. And we'll come back and take a look at all this when it actually has fruit on it and see what the fruit looks like this fall. Thanks.